Hi viewers, welcome to an episode with the Decipher. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you to those who subscribe. Thank you very much. I see all the comment. I appreciate. I say something about those. There's a particular guy that's been doing back and forth with me, but we'll get on that. But I want to say thank you to those who subscribe. Thank you, mucho gracias, gracias muchos. All right, so I have a different angle that I'm gonna go in today, and I want you to bear with me because this shit I think it's about damn time we'll look at these things from a different perspective now. It's quite important for us to do. And for some reason, this man seems to show up everywhere, almost everything. He seems to have his hand in the cookie jar, if you know what I mean. You know who he is. I don't need to tell you. If you can see from the thumbnail, you can see exactly what we're talking about. So I just did something that, then I start going down the rabbit hole. Apparently, there's been a lot of people who've been keeping an eye on this man for a very long time. I'm just new to the subject. And so it caused for an alarm, and I decided that, you know what? And before we get into all the shebang that's going on in the world, well, let's look into this man really. Who is this man? You know who he is. I don't need to tell you. He used to be one time the richest man in the world. But now he's not rich like that. I mean, not like that, but you get my drift. But he's still very influential in our daily lives. Even though when you don't want him, for some reason, he always have his hand in the cookie jar. The same cookie jar that we talk about every time. That they just never seems to forget how to. They know how to dip their hand in all this cookie jar. So this man is for some reason he has a lot of influence. So I compiled some videos that will highlight some of the things, even to the point of I found out some disturbing things that I never knew it's already passed into law in several places. Even here in Australia, I found these things out and it really blew my mind. And we're going to talk about it today. So please do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the live stream. Let's get into it. I'm not going to waste too much of your time at all. I'm really pissed off already. But let me show you what this man is all about. And listen, I'm going to post it every once in a while. Then we're going to decipher it together. All right? Let's do it. All right. Let's go into this straight away. Okay? Let me show you what this man does. This shit should scare everyone. And I'm legit. This is not some fear-mongering situation. But I think we should completely be very cautious of the sort of influence this man have. And you think about who is the current richest person in the world? Alien? You see the recognition and pattern of behavior between them. But let me drop the track for you so you can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Listen.
Reducing population growth, that's this big benefit. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
In the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet because there's too many of us.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population,
Wait. What the?
more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water. No.
Did she just said that if they introduce some energy and they shrink down the population, good Lord have mercy on our soul. Let me rewind it back for a second. I want us to start again. So please, I want you to pay attention. All right, pay attention to all. These are some of the most influential people on the planet of this earth. These people, they decide both our lives together. And I want you to listen to some of the things that they're saying. Let it make sense to you. If it makes sense to you, the way it makes sense to me.
Reducing population growth, that's this big benefit. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health.
In the developed countries, the big winners are countries that have shrinking populations.
I would like to reduce the number of people on the planet because there's too many of us.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population,
Wait. What the?
more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that. We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
What the?
So in the next 5 to 10 years, for the next pandemic, we'll solve all those problems.
You say the next pandemic. There will be another pandemic.
Absolutely. We don't know when.
History teaches us that the next pandemic is a matter of when, not if.
We know what's next. We're going to have another major coronavirus pandemic before the end of this decade, before 2030.
If we really want to prevent the next pandemic, and there will be one, there will absolutely be an outbreak of another pandemic. It may be next year.
We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic.
To make what's called artificial meat. And so you have people like Impossible or Beyond Meat, both of which I invested in.
You eat it as well, and you like it?
Absolutely. You can go to Burger King and buy the Impossible Burger.
All right. Is it healthier for you or just healthier for the atmosphere?
It's slightly healthier for you in terms of less cholesterol. It's, of course, dramatic reduction in methane emissions, animal cruelty, manure management, and the pressure that meat consumption puts on land use. The main reason why we need to increase agricultural output over the rest of this century is not the population increase. It's that as countries get richer, they eat more meat, and meat is a very inefficient way of creating calories. And so it's super helpful.
I want you to think about what this man is just saying right there. This man used to be the most wealthiest man in the world, and technically he's still set up. Because he has his hand in a lot of cookie jars. Because they control every industry, everything. And the reason why this man, with all the money that he has in this world, is telling us that a meat that is grown out of a lab is much more better than the one that you get from a halal shop or that you get from a butcher shop. And it was quite surprising for me when I found out that this is actually some serious old news. This is not even new anymore. This is old news. And I'm start thinking in my head, I'm like, what kind of government department is gonna allow even this to transpire? Like I said, old news. Old news. It's already been passed into law that they can manufacture meat out of cells. And when I went down this rabbit hole, I ended up finding out that most of all this meat, they're cancerous meat. They're meat that the only cells that can grow faster than a normal cells is any cell that has cancer in it. So people have been pouring I mean, you cannot make this shit up. You genuinely cannot make this shit up. And this man walks around among us and everybody kisses his ass. Look at him. And a lot of people want to be billionaires. You see what billionaires do to make money? You see? This man invests in labs that make artificial meat. I want you to process that itself. See if it makes any sense to your head. So the chicken and the fowl and the goat, instead of us to make the world a better place for them to have more food to eat so they can have more babies. So we don't have to eat manufactured meat made out of chemical cells. This man would rather invest, not thousands, not hundreds. We're talking about billions of dollars in industry to provide artificial meat and tell you it's better than real organic life animal. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot. And these people, they're around us every day. And there's a lot of people who go around and just think this is just normal. This is evil. Literally, this is evil. I mean, I've seen a lot of things in this life, but this one just take it to a whole different level. The evilness that you have inside of you, for you to think this is normal. And they give this man the biggest stage in this world for him to talk all this nonsense that he talks about every time. You can't make this shit up. If you're not petrified, this is why I said the other day, everything we get from the grocery stores now is laced up with all kind of fuckery shit inside. Literally, we're getting poison every day. Not the things that we eat, even the things that we drink, even the water that we drink is poisonous. Just because this makes a lot of sense now. A couple of days ago, I think it was last week, I did a video about the water here we drink here in Australia is reducing fertility. It makes sense. Even you can't make this shit up. Even the water that we drink is poison. It reduces fertility. Now, they've passed the law now. It's now okay. I actually started checking online, trying to find restaurants here in Melbourne that actually sells artificial meat. Artificial meat grown out of a lab. And they sell it to people to eat and consume. Kids.
The AI is entering into the health system, but not just into the health system, it's all the way down to the level of the patient. So the patient is able to talk in their local language and describe what's going on. And so in order to make this a reality, to see what works, what doesn't work, we're thrilled that OpenAI and the Gates Foundation are committing an initiative called Horizon 1000, where we'll go into 1,000 primary healthcare clinics in Africa. And the goal is to make the work there much higher quality and, if possible, twice as efficient as it is today, taking away the paperwork that needs to be done, organizing the resources, so the patient knows what's available and when to come for their appointment. So there's all sorts of things can be improved. Rwanda has been a great partner for the Gates Foundation in a lot of things, and so we're thrilled that that's actually the first country that this work will go into. We'll certainly also, over time, work in Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, and you have different systems that we have to connect into. Although not this initiative, there's obviously a lot going on in India as well. And so, over the next couple of years, I would expect developing world health may even get ahead of rich world because the need is so great, and the governments are embracing this and making sure that it's moving at full speed.
Why are you?
So this man have set his eyes on Africa for a very long time, and at first, you think that come in good faith. But the older I get, the more I realize that there's nothing in good faith. This is the same pattern, the same concept they've always used from time to time. And I want this conversation to go to my Africans over there. And for all this NGO organization, and you go there, say, because you're looking for funds, you need help. You see, this is part of why, unfortunately, our society is very spineless. African society is very spineless because we don't have good leadership to foresee the evil that come in disguise of a help or some philanthropist. Because this man, from what I can see, this is some evil shit. Yeah. This is evil. This man has set his eyes on Africa for a very long time. All this help. I'm like, who does anything for free without wanting something back in return? Then you show me a liar. That is what this organization is. Because he doesn't call himself as Bill Gates. He says it's foundation. Yeah, right. Foundation.
Focusing on Africa, actually.
Well, it's where, it's sort of the golden rule, help those who need it the most. In Asia, we've had a lot of the big countries that got help with vaccines and medicine, Global Fund and Gavi. Countries like India, Indonesia, Vietnam, they were able to develop their economies enough that they graduated from being an aid recipient. So in Asia, we have two big countries, Pakistan and Bangladesh, and a few tough countries, Afghanistan and Yemen. But by and large, we have a lot fewer people who are in need of foreign aid. In sub-Saharan Africa, although the potential in the 10 to 20-year time frame is very exciting, which we'll talk about, they are not anywhere near the threshold to get out of the poverty trap in terms of nutrition and primary health care and vaccines, the very basic stuff. And so their big asset, which is their young people, because if you don't take care of the health care thing, not only do you have a high rate of death, but you have a high rate of people who are never able to physically and mentally develop because of malnutrition. So a little bit, it's the magic formula has been the generosity, innovative new tools to unlock all of this human potential where, Africa is the young continent. It's the only continent where you have population growth. Will that youth bulge be an asset or not is what's in the balance.
I don't trust this man from year to day. I don't trust anything this man says at all. I don't believe him from year to jump. Because one of the industry that this man is invested into, it shows me that this man is not doing anything out of good faith at all. I don't believe any single syllable of words coming out of his mouth. For me, this man is an incarnation of evil that the world could ever see. Let me give you a prime example of how this concept really works. This man is the owner of Microsoft. Do you ever understand why does your TV have, why does your computer develop virus? It's the same pattern, the same formula that I've discussed quite often on this live stream many times, is that the way Western society makes money is through chaos. Is it that there's an existing chaos that they can monitorize, or they will invent a chaos then offer you a solution? That is what viruses was on a computer. Go and check all the research you can find. You'll find out that this man created virus so he can provide antivirus, so he can make more money from it. That is how the concept have always worked. This man every projection that he said, Africa is the only continent in this world that with all this stupid vaccine, all this stupid cancerous thing they put in all the food or whatever it is, the Jew, whatever you want to call it. It's only in Africa that hasn't affected us here. Yet they won't. It's like when a dog has a meat and you're trying to put the meat out of his mouth, it's not going to go away. This man, for me, he should be the one that we should be more concerned about, this man. Because he's been rich too long and he understands how the world works. The most vulnerable people in this world, that is the people that likes to go to. Because he can use their vulnerability as a reason to go into the system and abuse it. Then we have some of the most diluted, messed up, colonized head leaders we have in Africa. They will open the door to this vampire. Yes, I call him vampire. Get mad. And if you're a white man, if you're watching me that, why you calling me that? Fuck you too. Because this man is evil. Yeah, he's evil. Go and check it. Because by the time I finish on this live stream, you see some of the videos I'm going to show you. It blew my mind that who gave this man access to all these things he have? You know what gave him access? Because he has money. And I come in good faith. Just watch more. This man, for me, he should be the man we should be more concerned about. Because I promise you, if you find any cancer, any disaster going on in this world right now, you will find this man has a portfolio in it. You best believe it.
Lab-grown meat has just been approved in Australia. Would you try it?
That looks nasty.
Yeah, I'll try it. Give it a try.
No. We have quite a lot of processed food already.
Our food regulator says this lab-grown quail is safe to eat. It started off as quail cells, which were grown in a big tank called a bioreactor. Eventually, you end up with a thick cell paste, which can be shaped into burgers, foie gras, and pâté.
It looks artificial. It looks like a movie set prop.
Lab-grown meat is divisive. On the plus side, it means a smaller impact on animals and the environment.
It's good to find another way to create meat and sources of food.
But some people are worried about safety and impacts on the farming industry.
It goes very against my values. Even though it's lab-grown, it is still an animal product.
Lab-grown meat is even banned in Italy and some US states. It's going to be interesting to see how Australians react to this lab-grown quail.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the time I did some research, I found out that is not. They actually serving some restaurant there in Melbourne. Here in Australia, they're already serving it lab-grown meat. And if you check your pack, some of the things we buy in the grocery stores, they're actually the same thing, but they have a different name that they label it. So I've done some investigation. I found out some names that they use instead. They have a particular name that they call those meat. So if you just watch out, you might use your own hand to go and buy the cancer that you're going to swallow. Pause. Let me say it again. You might use your own money to go and buy your own disease. Then you go and run out to the hospitals and clinic that they own. You see what I'm talking about? It's the same formula. Nothing has changed. If there's no chaos, they will invent chaos for you to go to them and seek for solution. That is how they make money. They own the transportation company that's going to get you. They own the pharmaceutical company that's going to prescribe, that's going to give you the medicine. They own the clinic that you're going to go and see the doctor for. You understand? Then they own the medicine. All right? Then they will be the one to pay you. So you are at all time. You don't have any other choice. This is how these evil monsters, this is how they control our lives. Even the shit that is labeled organic, it is not organic. Let me tell you guys something. I think I have one here. I'll take a screenshot of it. Next time I'll come on live stream, I'll show you guys. Even the sugar. This is one that blew my mind. Even the sugar that is labeled as coconut sugar, it has saturated sugar in it. They add sugar into another sugar. Let me say it again. The sugar has another sugar inside the sugar. Why? That is how crazy it is. Everything that we buy in the store is contaminated. Everything. There is nothing you buy from the store that is not contaminated. That is how crazy it is. And these people walk around us and we treat them like they're fucking heaven.
Artificial steaks are already a reality. Using a 3D printer, they print lab-grown steaks that are almost indistinguishable from meat in appearance, texture, and taste.
Make sure you
see, this is another part of it that kind of really concerns and worries me. Yes, do we have a lot of problems in this world? Yes, we do. But the solution that they use to want to fix all these problems is extremely alarming. So with all the science that we have in this world, every living thing is that we want to create a replica. We want to create a replica because once we create a replica, we don't really need to use the original one anymore. We need to use the replica one because the replica one can just replicate it. Even though what we're replicating is actually not good for you when you consume into your body. But for some reason, it doesn't factor into the so-called these science people in their brain. All in the name of science and research. And if you don't want to, you are seen as you're from Stone Age, or you're not educated enough. No, I have something called critical thinking. It tells me that if you make something out of something that is not organic, if I inject it into my organic body, it's going to poison my body. So which means that I need to start looking for a solution to problem that I use my own add-on money to go and buy and consume. I don't understand why it's even a second. Who are the fucking leadership that is even allowing this to happen? Why in the name of God are we having people allowing these companies to even exist? Is this even a conversation? Is this even a conversation to allow a company to produce something that is not organic and market it and sell it to people, kids, grown-up adults, educated, even non-educated people will just consume it, and they find out that the stomach is fucked up. Damn.
You never buy meat again until you check this first. After what I just learned, I am looking for this one word on meat labels that most people don't even know exists. More and more bioengineered food is coming into grocery stores, and it's important to know if you are eating real high quality food or if it's fake meat. Lab grown, synthetic, those are words you will never ever see on a package because those are scary words. They're doing everything they can to use words that trick us to make it seem like it's better than it actually is. So what's happening is we're seeing words that sound way more natural. The word that you're looking for on the packages is cell cultured. US legislators have already made this word legal. And even worse, the USDA has already approved labels that say cell cultivated chicken and cell cultivated beef. This is their sneaky way of making lab grown meat sound and look acceptable. But let's be real for a minute. This is not actually real meat. This is meat grown in a bioreactor from animal cells that has been processed in a lab and never has been part of a living or breathing animal. So next time you're at a grocery store, read the labels carefully. If it says cell cultivated, cell based, or made from growing animal cells, leave them at the store. Comment below and let me know if you've seen this in grocery stores already. And follow my page for more daily health tips.
And that's the thing though. And this is what I always say is that everything they do is always in disguise. All right? It's always packaged a certain way. It's not going to sound exactly what it needs to sound like until you start really, really looking into a proper definition of what is or what you're trying to say. That's why anytime there's any kind of introduction to anything, I don't listen to what they say. I try to decipher what they're not trying to say. What is too obvious that they don't want to say out loud? Cell package. I mean, these. I swear to God. Oh God. Imagine in a world whereby it's another fellow human being, for the sake of making money, for the sake of power and control, will literally invest and create substances, items for other people to consume that is detriment to their body, that is going to make them sick. Then they will require assistance for them to go to the hospital and get medication for something that they buy for them to live on. And you find out that the same company who has that lab grown meat is the same company that is going to have the pharmaceutical company, the same company that pays the doctor, the same company that owns the lab that makes the vaccine or the medicine that you use. Then you find out it's the same company that has shares in the company that you work for. The cycle keeps continuing. It's the same formula. This man always has his hand in these cookie jars all the time. Go and check it. He owns fucking everything.
I've been trying to tell you, you guys are eating human.
All right, Chef, can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
You guys, is this,
Sir,
is that?
And I said there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're good. Legal cleared it. We're good. We're good. Let's go on, Brian, please.
All right. Thank you, Kev. Thank you very much. All right, Joe, fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2, what do you think it's going to be?
Shark, Tim.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
No. No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's
No,
not all
hey,
right.
you know,
It's a wonderful renewable protein.
Whoa, hey, yeah, all right,
No,
are you
that's
sure?
disgusting.
No, you know, I didn't know it was gonna go like this
no,
either.
that's really disgusting.
Chef, are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna go throw up.
I didn't know we were gonna.
That's
Are you
so-
okay?
I'm gonna go throw up. I need a bucket.
Wait, just have it, here, we'll get you something right now. Yeah, bring a bucket in. You guys, come on, get a bucket in here right now.
Bring a bucket in here.
You okay?
Yeah, that's some next level. Though I would have loved to know when I was eating human flesh before I ate it.
This is very popular in my restaurant. You thought it was delicious. You said it was delicious, and I think there's a stigma about it. Think about it. Every day, 60,000 new sources of protein in this country alone.
Would like someone die and then you make it?
How else would we make it?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
many small villages.
All right. I apologize.
If every single
I hope you guys heard that just like I did. I hope you heard that. You can see the calmness in his eyes. There was no... Yeah. He said, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think anything is wrong with this world. I think this world is exactly where it needs to be for those who want it to be the way it needs to be. It's one of the reasons why someone like me going on a date and going all this fancy restaurant and all this shit. Hell no. Can you imagine? Think about it for a second. Can you imagine you have to go to a restaurant to go eat, and you ask them then, what is a special? And they say, oh, we have something amazing, really something nice and special for you to try. Oh, this meat is good. It's good like a mother sucker. Then you have the gumptions to ask the chef, hey chef, man, I've never tasted a meat like this. Oh yeah, it's just a human flesh. Let that sink in for a second. Human flesh. And buoyantly say, I wanted to rewind it back a bit for a second, because then it will make more sense. Alright? I need to rewind it for those who didn't see it first can see it. I'm sincerely lost for words. Literally. I don't even know. Okay, let's say this is some fake news. No, like, every little thing you have a lot of American. Oh, it's fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. Really? A country that over 400,000 people go missing every year. Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry to break the news for you. I'm not surprised at all. This shit is scary. Ladies and gentlemen, watch where you eat and what you eat, what you put in your body, man. But I want to play it again one more time for those who don't listen. I want it to be in your head so you don't forget.
Daily health tips.
I've been trying to tell you, you guys are eating human.
All right, chef, can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
You guys, is this, is it?
And as I said, there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're good. Legal cleared it. We're good. We're good. Let's go on, Brian, please.
All right. Thank you, Kev. Thank you very much. All right, Joe, fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2, what do you think it's going to be?
Shark too.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A restaurant that is selling Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this shit up. Even if you try. You cannot. You cannot make this shit up. I don't care it's now. I don't care it's yesterday. Why is this even allowed? Why is this even allowed?
No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's
No,
not all right.
You know, it's a wonderful renewable protein.
Whoa, hey, all right,
No,
are you
that's
sure?
disgusting.
No, you know, I didn't know it was going to go like this
No,
either.
that's really disgusting.
Chef, are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna go throw up.
I didn't know we were going
That's
to. Are you
so-
okay?
I'm gonna go throw up. I need a bucket.
Wait, just have it, here, we'll get you something right now. Yeah, bring a bucket in. You guys, come on, get a bucket in here right now.
Bring a bucket in here.
You okay?
Yeah, that's some next level though. I would have loved to know when I was eating human flesh before I ate it.
This is very popular in my restaurant. You thought it was delicious. You said it was delicious, and I think there's a stigma about it. Think about it. Every day, 60,000 new sources of protein in this country alone.
Would like someone die and then you make it?
How else would we make it?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
many small villages.
All right. I apologize.
If every single restaurant and every single grocery store has meat 24/7, 365, where are all the farms?
Always.
This man always, he shows up everywhere. This shit is scary, man. Like legit. This shit is scary.
Follow the money. In 2014, Nestle and Bill Gates Group Global Good partnered to improve small dairy farmers' productivity in East Africa. The initiative focused on 2 interventions. One was distributing the specially designed Mazi milk container to reduce spillage and spoilage. Other was evaluating technological innovations to increase agricultural productivity. Rather than strengthening farmer independence, the initiative systematically restructured local dairy economies around centralized corporate procurement. Farmers who previously sold milk through informal local networks were moved into quality scoring systems, refrigeration and cooling chain processes, standardized transport vessels, and milk testing protocols. These all sound pretty reasonable in isolation, but their cumulative effect was to industrialize smallholder production. When Nestle withdrew from certain regions just 3 years later, farmers were left holding equipment designed for corporate supply chains that couldn't be used for local markets, along with the debt incurred to purchase it. This partnership was following a much larger initiative called Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, founded in 2006 by the Gates and Rockefeller Foundation. The goals were doubling yields and incomes for 30 million smallholder households and cutting food insecurity in half by 2020. But the results showed a different story. Yields only increased by 1% from the pre-Agra period, and undernourished people actually increased by 30% during their operation. Rather than creating resilient farming systems, Agra, Nestle, the Rockefellers, Bill Gates came in, and it led to debt cycles, dependency on centralized markets, seeds, and fertilizers, all that go back to their profits.
You gotta be kidding me. You're telling me, I'm glad you sent me this. Mr. Beast shows a lab that grows chicken meat without killing chickens. Right there. You tell me. I want you guys to watch this video.
Which brings us to Upside Foods that has literally produced hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken meat
without killing a single chicken, which is incredible because over 220 million chickens are killed every single day in order to sustain demands for their meat. And Upside Foods has spent over $200 million in research and development in order to create this technology. Let me show you how we do it. Please do. I don't understand.
Tell me what the hell.
Oh my God. This live stream is being bananaed at the moment because the rate of people who watch my live stream is really gone down because the algorithm is not going to allow this live stream to go on. So please, I just want to say, please push this live stream forward to friends and family, and I'll leave it the way it is, raw, unfiltered, not too much editing, for you to share with other people to watch, because I think it's time has come for us to really understand the enemy that we're looking for. We're looking for aliens to come. No. The aliens are already with us here already. What is it that you're building a 200 million factory to create chickens that they're not real chickens out of chemicals? And this is going to cause a whole lot of kind of disease, a whole lot of kind of virus. That's going to require a whole lot of kind of vaccines. That's going to require a whole lot of kind of science. So they will literally manufacture the chaos for people to pay again to solve themselves. Then you have one sadistic motherfucker out there who will say that, black people are dangerous. Really?
What's going on? I already spoke about this clone meat. I already spoke about this lab-grown meat. Now we got lab-grown chickens without having to worry about killing chickens. You want to feed your family that garbage? Are you serious right now? Look, I've been saying it for 30 years that the industry, something's not right. And now we're going really down the wrong lane. We need to get back on track and eat clean. And JW Foods, I'll be honest with you right now, me as the owner of JW Foods, I'm telling you with every ounce of love that I've got for this industry, back it up, stop this nonsense, and let's get back to the real deal when the chickens are out in the open field pecking at the insects, when the chickens are being raised by the farmers, when the chickens are coming from eggs, not a lab-grown meat bullshit. Stop this nonsense. I'm so sick and tired of this crap. Enough is enough. JW Foods will always provide you with the cleanest, healthiest, real meat at jwfoods.com.
And it's incredible that we live in a time whereby even though the business you think they're the real business, you can't really trust them, particularly that they have your best interest at heart, but you have to take a chance. So what do? How do we know these businesses, they have your best interest at heart? What I can't believe in 2026 and this time of my life that it goes from not only that what you see on your screen could be artificial intelligence. Now even the food that you consume inside of your body might not even be a real organic food, and they're trying to brainwash you for you to accept that. No, actually better than real organic food. For me, one of the things that scares me the most is when I saw a seedless watermelon. What do you mean watermelon is seedless? Any fruit that doesn't have any seed is not a real fruit. Let me say it again. Any fruit that doesn't have a seed is not a real fruit. Even banana has seed in the inside. Go and check the texture. If the real banana that we come from, banana on the inside, a spiral like that, that's a seed. That's what you used to plant, because when you slice it, you will see it there. It's not a seed that you can take out, but you see it there. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot. So call me Muzumbu. Call me from the space. I'm from the bush in Africa. Insult me whatever you want to insult me. But I'm not lying. These people are the people that you say that are more dangerous than them. This one? Really?
Data center the size of a U.S. city just got approved in Utah. 40,000 acres, about 62 square miles. 3 times bigger than Manhattan, bigger than all of Disney World, about the size of Washington, D.C. And to understand how insane this is, one of the biggest known data centers currently in America is only around 2,000 acres. So this new one would be 23 times that. This is a private digital metropolis. Now here's what I don't buy. This is not being built so your vacation photos can sit in the cloud, or so ChatGPT can tell you how much garlic goes in your pasta sauce. We already have capacity for that. This is something different. Data centers at this scale are not just storage, they're prediction machines designed to track your every search, every scroll, every pause, every grocery order, every voice command. Every time you hover, hesitate, buy, don't buy, feed enough of that info to machines and they don't just know your consumer behavior, they know what you're going to do next. If a company knows the exact moment you're vulnerable, they know the exact moment to hit you with the product, the price, the notification, the video, the ad. People will say, all right, that sounds crazy. Really? Years ago, people said it sounded crazy that an intelligence agency could collect communications data at massive scale. Then the documents came out. It was not fiction, it was the NSA's standard operating procedure. That was step one, collect the signals. This looks like step two, build machines big enough to read and analyze every digital signal known to man. And it's not good. The law is not caught up to this. At this scale, the question should not be whether you agreed to this data collection by downloading an app. The question should be whether these systems should be able to have access to all of your digital behavior all of the time, and then to sell access to it to the highest bidder. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a 62 square mile computer campus really is about faster emails and better ChatGPT answers. But ask yourself this, why would they need a city-sized machine to do the things they can already do? There's a lot of money in surveilling every single thing you do every minute of the day using AI. I'm just afraid of what comes next.
Thank you, Mac. Appreciate. So this is a couple of months ago. I remember I was driving back to work, and I was driving to work in the morning. I thought about it. I said, how does the world work? There's goods and services. When you have goods, services, transportation, you understand, logistics, services, banking. Then there was one thing. Once internet came on board, then it had one other way of making money, which is information. So we are at the age of information now. If you find that a lot of businesses, they'll tell you, we can give you this, we have this information. Information is now becoming like something that you need to pay for. And AI is the ultimate information box. Now, and the system whereby it's always been goods and services, now information. Now, they're going to create a need for you to want that information. And if you don't pay for that information, you won't have access to the best resources, goods, or services. And say, this is the game. Think about it. The world runs on goods and services plus information. AI is an information box. So now, unfortunately, you don't have any other choice. Imagine building a whole state of data center. This is not just for America alone. This is for the entire world. If you look at it this way, this is how I see the Western world works. I see this like a book. Remember back, there was this journalist that I saw his video. It's one of those old videos on YouTube that you really don't understand how magnitude those information were. I watched that video that day. I think I saved it. I hope I do. If I find a video, I'll bring it back to you. Do you want to know when we surrender our life to internet? December 31st, 1999. Go back and fact check me. December 31st, 1999 was the day we surrendered our lives to internet. Like when Christians come to your door, give your life to Jesus, it's the way we give our life to internet. Go and check it. Since that day, January 1st, year 2000, our life hasn't been the same again. Because that was the day that people believed on internet. That was the day that people surrendered their lives to internet. Since then, our lives hasn't been the same. And what is AI? AI is an accumulation of all those information we've pumped in since January 1st, year 2000 till today. That is what AI is. Now start thinking again. when it comes to some of the good things that AI will do a lot of good things. At the same time, AI will do a lot of destructive things. Even think about it. There's been a lot of news about, they say they're going to use AI to develop a lot of cancer, virus, and all these things. Just take a look at what we've used internet to do since year 2000 to today. Now, add that on a steroid. That is what they're going to use AI to do. Every destructive thing you think they've ever done with internet, they're going to do it 2 or 3 times, because AI is just internet 2.0. Let me say it again. AI is just internet 2.0 on a steroid. You need this information? Bam. You don't have to Google and search anything. Everything is going to be, you just put it on any kind of AI search engine. You get it. Like that. To the point now, the technology is getting so advanced whereby even I'll keep telling you, right now I could be AI, you won't even know. It's coming. Oh, you damn Skippy, it's coming. Even on live streams, you won't even know that this person, are you real? You won't be able to tell. All I'm just saying is that when they have all the money in this world to build all the centers, because you say you want to help the world, so why can't you just do more of the same solution that we have? Just do it better. Why do you have to create another alternative that is against everything that you're trying to do in the first place? But what do I know? I'm just a black African man from the African village. I don't have PhD or master's degree. Or I don't sound the way you sound. So I'm not very intelligent. Huh? There's one other video that I'd like to show you, because this is the video that triggers me. If you know this man, tell him that he's wanted. I am looking for this man. If I ever see you in Australia, if I see you anywhere in this world, listen to what this man said. This man will tell you, this man that you're about to see right now, this man is so-called the man of God. This man called himself a pastor. Listen to what he says.
If you're a Christian white parent who loves the Lord and loves your children, that you need to have the talk. The talk that we're referencing is the talk that takes your children according to their maturity at the proper time, the appropriate time, and says there are certain parts of town that you cannot go, and there are certain people that you cannot be around.
Yep.
Right? If there's someone who is black in our church, and they've been in our church, and we know them, and they love the Lord Jesus Christ, great. We're not talking about that person, right. But we're talking about when you go into a crowd of people. If you go into a crowd of strangers and they're white strangers, there's some danger. If they're black strangers, there is 30 times more danger. Them's the facts. And it is actually a failure of your parental duty. White parents, please hear me. If you teach your children growing up, if you lie to them and say, all people and all races of people in our country are the same.
Joel Weborn, or whatever the fuck your name is, you are a degenerate son of a bitch. That's who you are. You are a degenerate son of a bitch. That's who you are. At Joel Weborn, or whatever the fuck your name is, you are a sadistic bastard. Yes, I said it. You are a sadistic evil creature. You are the worst thing that's ever happened to this society today. You. I've told you, every time I get a chance, I'm going to at you. At Joel Wilbur, yes, I'm a podcaster. Yes, I'm calling you out. You are a sadistic individual that shouldn't exist among us. May that same God that you pray on, may He continue to punish you and punish your soul. Punish your generation 5 times and over again. You son of a goat. This man is telling you that a black man is 30 times more dangerous than a man that is inventing cancer, creating artificial food. That man that has all the money in this world, but the only thing he could cure is to create more virus, more cancer, so that it can reduce the world population. And this man says that as a black man is 30 times more dangerous than him. Ogun Ayelala, I ain't gonna punish you wherever you are. You're a degenerate evil bastard. That's who you are. And that man will call himself a man of God. And you will go to his church. That man is telling you that I am more dangerous than Bill Gates. That man will tell you that I, as a black man, I'm more dangerous than he is. That man that I just showed you that last video, that is a pastor. That is a pastor telling this congregation and telling the white population that a black man is more dangerous 30 times than a white man. Really? And look at how comfortable he sits down. Very chilled, relaxed. He's not doing anything wrong. And a lot of people will believe him. They will take that on their head. They will go and treat people the most sadistic way. That man will have millions of followers. He will have millions of dollars in his church. Is that the kind of message you should be sending? Then that man is much more better than me as a man, because well, I'm a black man, so I'm super dangerous. I'm super dangerous right now because the words coming out of my mouth is so threatening. Yeah, at Joel Wimbum or whatever you call, I call you out. Anytime I get a chance to call you, I'll call you out. You are an evil creature. You are worse than Satan himself. I don't understand how people like that have church. Wow, what makes you think anyone like that should have a church? You are the waste of church to Christians. I wish I can articulate what I want to say in English language properly. I'll swear for you and your ancestors. That man is a stupid man. That man shouldn't even allow to even get close to a church. But that man will tell you that I am more dangerous than Bill Gates. I am more dangerous than him because I'm a black man. And this is the mentality that I've sowed into people's mindset for years. Because he has a large following. He has people in his church and he's making millions. So he's doing something better than I do. At Joel, whatever the fuck your name is, I ain't gonna finish you. You are a stupid man. Your stupidity, I tell you, they should remove it from the curriculum in every university. That is how dumb and how stupid you are. We're talking about a country that took people against their will, enslaved them for 400 years, and you say that they're more dangerous than you? Let's move on. It's the same thing. The same mentality that they have. It's like they feel like they can just go everywhere and just conquer everybody. Nah, that ship has sailed. Nah, we aren't playing that. We are not playing that no more. So if you like what you see, it is what it is. If you want to get mad, get mad. I don't give a shit. And if you want to unfollow me, you can unfollow me. I don't give a shit either. We only want good people here, like selfless people, not this degenerate bastard. What is the difference between man and Bill Gates? There's no difference at all. I see the same people when I see them. One is telling you that I'm doing things in good faith, but what he's actually doing is that he's creating an environment whereby people will become vegetables. And this one would tell you, no, I'm a man of God. You know, I'm a man of God. But black people, they're 30 times more dangerous. So one that is creating cancer and selling cure to the rest of the world. And this one is telling you that physically, oh, anytime you see me down the street, oh, I'm more evil. Really? Woosa. And if you enjoyed this live stream, do me a favor, comment, share, ask this serious question that we need to ask. Can we trust everything we buy from the grocery stores anymore? Can we trust the things that we see? Just one thing that just drives my eyes at. Who are the politicians that is allowing them to get away with this? Why are they passing all this law for them to make all these things that is literally you're eating poison? Why is this even a conversation to have? But no, they have all the money, they have all the influences, they can control your life however you want it or not. No, I refuse to be part of this. So please comment and share the video, because I'm doing this live stream right now. There's hardly anybody watching because what I'm saying is too potent, it's too dangerous. They don't like live stream like this. So YouTube, the algorithm is not going to push it. So share the link, subscribe, follow. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal yet. I'm telling you, they're working on it. Very soon they will tell you stop thinking. They will design an AI that will think for you. If you think I'm lying, go and check it. Very soon they will tell you stop thinking. AI will think for you because AI is more intelligent than you. AI will be more intelligent than your sons, your daughter, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your wife, your side chick, your front chick, your side mate, everybody. They will tell you to stop thinking because AI will think for you. That is we're done. Kaput. Definition of insanity is when you allow somebody else to think for you while you can't think for yourself. Thinking is not illegal yet. Please subscribe, comment.